Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be making for you a simple and nutritious recipe using some ingredients I have seen this recipe floating about, but of course I am going to be putting my own twist to the recipe, and I am going to be making it but not straying too far from the original recipe. So my main ingredients, or one of my main ingredients that I'm going to be using, is this seaweed. So I'm going to be using this into my recipe today. I'm going to be starting out with this, so stay tuned. Please do remember to give the video a like. Let me know where you're watching me from, and if it's the first time you're coming across my channel, welcome to my channel. My name is Good Vibes K. Why not subscribe to the channel if you like what you see? Tell a friend to tell a friend. And to all my supporters, I just want to give you a heartfelt thank you. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. Okay, so we're going to start our recipe off by putting all of our seaweed into a bowl. And to this, we're going to add some boiling water. And you're going to soak your seaweed for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, you're going to squeeze out the excess water and set it aside. Okay, I think that should be enough. So then we're going to move on to the next step. Okay, the next step is to cut up some spring onion. I have started cutting it up already, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to cut up our spring onions. You could cut it into whatever size that you desire. So I'm cutting mine into this size, as you can see. Okay, the next step is to cut up some ginger. This is enough. So for you and your taste, you can choose to add less or more depending on your taste. But for this, I am just adding this bit and then I'm just adjusting it. Also, do remember, ginger is got like a bit of spice to it, so depending on your spice tolerance or how you can take your spice, then you can use less or more. So we're gonna just chop this up in small pieces. Okay, next we're gonna be cutting up some garlic cloves. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna be cutting these up very small, mincing them up very small. Okay, next we've got some salmon pieces here. We're gonna season our salmon pieces with just salt, just simply salt. So just a little bit of salt, just for taste. You're gonna just sprinkle over your salmon pieces. Yeah, and that's it. That's all that we're doing to the salmon. Okay, now we've got our seaweed that we soaked in hot water for 3 minutes, and we're just going to be using our knife just to cut this up into some smaller pieces. Nothing fancy, just some rough chop and just chop it up small into some smaller pieces, okay? Okay, so here we have all our ingredients. We've got the spoon right there with some smoked paprika. In this one right here, the pink leaf, we've got 1.5 teaspoons of soy sauce and 1 teaspoon of rice wine vinegar. Over there in the blue, we've got our minced garlic. Over here in the green, we've got our minced fresh ginger. Over here in the white, we've got our spring onion finely chopped. Over here in the pink, we've got some roasted white sesame seeds. And then over here, we've got our seaweed that we have soaked in hot water for 3 minutes and finely chopped. And over here for the main ingredients, we've got our salmon pieces that we seasoned with just a little pinch of salt. Stay tuned. Do remember to give the video a like. So here we've got our saucepan and we're going to be washing our rice. We've got some basmati rice. And as we're doing a meal prep, we are going to be using about 4 cups of rice. Okay, I've got my rice here and it's nice and clean. So we're going to go ahead and wash our rice until the water runs clear. Okay, now that we've got our rice that has been nicely washed, we're going to be cooking our rice until it's fluffy and tender for about 10 to 15 minutes. So you want to put the amount of water just to cover just the top of your rice, and then you want to just mix that up. That is if you're cooking it on a stove top. If you're cooking it in a rice cooker, then it depends on that timing. But for your stove top, you want to put the consistency of water to rice. So just a little bit of water just flowing above your rice. Then you want to give it a good mix. You can add salt to taste, but for this recipe I am not adding any, as the seaweed contains its own salt, and I have put salt on the salmon as well. So you're going to leave this to cook for about 20 to 25 minutes, depending on your taste preference or the texture that you want your rice to be. Whilst our rice is steaming, we're going to go ahead and prep our salmon. Using some sesame seed oil, about a tablespoon of sesame seed oil. Okay, so here we've got our salmon pieces. It doesn't matter about the skin, because we're going to be taking off the skin when these are finished frying. So we're going to fry our salmon pieces until they're nice and golden. I'm using my mesh to stop the splatter from splattering all over or even burning myself. Thank you to my sis, Gina, from Jason and Gina's channel. I saw her using this when she was frying some chicken on her channel, and she introduced me to it, and I got myself one as well. So shout outs to Jason and Gina. Check them out, guys. They've got some lovely content over there. They do some nice travel content. They travel all over the world, so check them out amongst other things, but it's mostly travel content. But you can check them out at Jason and Gina. Okay, so I'm gonna turn my salmon over. As I say, I'm just looking for a nice crisp color, and I'm going to be peeling off the skin. So we don't need the skin, we're going to be peeling that off. So we're just looking for a nice crisp golden color. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and try and remove the skin. Okay, so that one has come up somewhat. So I'm just trying to just get rid of the skin, as we don't need the skin. Okay, that one has come up nicely. So we're going to be frying that side one more time. Okay, and just like that, my salmon pieces are nicely browned, just the way that I want them to be, or golden. Okay, so now that we have taken out our fish pieces, in the same oil, we're going to be adding in our ginger that we chopped up earlier. That's probably like 2 teaspoons of ginger pieces. So we're going to be adding that in, and then to this we're going to add in our garlic pieces, our 6 cloves of garlic that we minced up earlier. I just want to add these in and make them saute for a little bit, just releasing all of that lovely flavor. You're going to turn your flame up to about medium. So we're going to let those saute off for about 2 to 3 minutes. To this, we're going to come in with our teaspoon of paprika, and this is the smoked paprika, and we're going to just add that in, and this is also to add flavor. So we're just going to put this in to infuse all that lovely flavor. It's smelling so nice in here, guys. Okay, we're going to go ahead and reduce our flame to low. And just make this just simmer down for a little bit. Now we're going to be adding in back our salmon pieces. And we're going to come in with your spoon, and you're going to just break up your salmon pieces. So you're just going to break apart your salmon pieces just like so. Just break them apart into smaller pieces. Okay, so now that we've broken up our salmon into flaky pieces, small pieces, we've got that there. We're going to be adding in our rice that was cooked earlier. So I'm just going to grab the bowl that the salmon pieces were in, and I'm just going to scoop up my rice. There goes my rice. So that's the rice that we cooked a bit earlier, and we're going to just put in our rice. A bit more. And you're going to just combine everything together. To this, we're going to go ahead and add in our seaweed. So that's our seaweed, and then we're going to just combine everything together. The seaweed, the salmon, with our garlic, our ginger, our paprika, smoked paprika, and we're just gonna combine all of that goodness together, and it's looking very nice, lovely already. So you can go ahead now and turn off your stove. We're gonna add some more rice to this. As I said, I am meal prepping, so this is like a big portion of rice, salmon, seaweed, and all these beautiful ingredients. I am gonna give this a good stir, and then I'll come back and show you the next step. Please do remember to give the video a like. Thank you. Now that we've mixed and combined the rice, we're gonna go ahead and add our spring onion pieces. Also, and that's our toasted sesame seeds. You can add any sesame seed. You can add the black ones or the white ones. Up to you and your personal preference. And then again, you're just gonna combine all of this together and mix. And then I am gonna be pouring over onto this my soya sauce, dark soya sauce, and my white wine vinegar. Gonna go ahead and just pour that over your rice. Yes, just like so. And just combine it all together, and just like that, it's ready to serve. So this is my Japanese inspired sushi rice bowl. Just like that, there goes my finished dish. My salmon sushi rice bowl with all the lovely ingredients. Do leave your feedback, your comments in the comment section, and let me know what you think. Is this something that you would try? Have you tried this before? Is this something that you make in your country? And also let me know what country you're watching me from. Thank you for watching. See you next time with some more lovely, interesting and innovative recipe. Bye for now.